Hey everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood JIU librarian, and I just wanted to take a couple minutes real quick and go over what we call searching terms. Now you can use searching terms when you're doing your research, especially in our databases, and by being able to choose the right things or different things, you can come up with the best results. So what I recommend doing is using something that we call broader terms, narrower terms, or related terms. And so if you're not finding enough materials, you can try some of these three strategies here. So broader term it's considered to be a term that's more general than specific, and it covers more of a scope, more stuff. So like a broader term for endangered species could be wildlife conservation. So if you look at wildlife conservation, endangered species is kind of a part of wildlife conservation. So it's kind of above it, and it's a part of it. Or actually, we could look at international business, and a broader term for that is economics. So international business fits into economics. But then if we go the other way, we could look at something called a narrower term. And this is considered to be more specific than general. So if we go back to our endangered species, well, underneath a part of endangered species is a bald eagle, or a narrower term for international business could be foreign corporations, because foreign corporations are a part of international business. And one more here is a related term, and it's basically, if you think of a related term, it's kind of like a synonym, and not cinnamon that you put into your hot cocoa. But a related term for endangered species could be rare animals. So if you think of it, it's kind of like a synonym. It's kind of similar, but it's not quite the same. And also looking at international business is globalization, because international business has a lot of globalization aspects in it, but it's not quite the same. They're just different terms. So I did a little graphic here, which might make it easier for you to visualize. So if I take the word baseball, and then I'm looking for a broader term for baseball, is sports. And then a related term for baseball is softball, because baseball and softball are very similar, but they're not quite the same. So if I'm looking at a narrower term for baseball, it could be Little League or Major League Baseball. So we're looking at more words here. If I've got my search terms, I've got global warming, a broader term for that. It could be climatology, and temperature change, global temperature change. A narrower term could be carbon dioxide, or effect of global warming on the water supply, or air pollution is a related term, or greenhouse effect. Same with international business, which we already looked at a little bit. And then on the end there we've got agriculture. So a broader term for that is life science, because there's a lot of different life sciences, but agriculture is part of life science. If we look at narrower terms, we could look at things like crop management, farms, harvesting livestock, and we also look at related terms. We could look at things like farmers, food supply, and rural land use here. So real quick, and you're going, well, where did you come up with all of these terms? Well, I'll show you a secret then. I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to my library, and I'm going into my databases, and I've already picked one for us. And it's called, let me bring it over, it's Academic Search Complete. So let's say I'm searching with something like color. Well, color is a pretty general term, and it covers a lot of things. So what I can do is go up to this guy here, subject terms. And we were just talking about terms and terms. So I'm going into subject terms, and then I'm going to type in, and you can see there's some buttons here. So I could look for something that begins with, or contains, or relevancy ranked. I pretty much use these first two, but if I want to do color, I go ahead and do it there, and I'm going to browse. So it comes up with color. So this is my thesaurus, and this is my subject terms. These are all listed out, and you can see they've got all kinds of color here. But if I go specifically to color, it's going to break it down for me. So all those terms that I showed you before, this is where they come from. So a broader term for color is chemistry, light, optics. So this is everything that color is a part of. And then if we look down further, color wheels, colorimetry, cosmetics, lighting, using color, these are all narrow terms, which are all a part of color. And then a related term is color, color consultants, color forecasting, colors. Let's look at colors real quick, and you can see even more. Yeah, see there, here we get to the specific colors. So our broader term is optics, physiological optics. And the narrower terms, beige, black, blue, things you would expect. And then a related term is something like pigments, which is color, but it's just color in a different format. So I hope this makes sense, and if you do have any questions, make sure you let us know. We're always available at our chat service on the front page. Just click on the chat button, or mail us at jiulibrary@jiu.edu. Thanks a lot.